Hey, what's up, guys? Look, let me tell you something about this Donald Trump guy. Very, very dangerous man. Yes, dangerously smart. Donald Trump is a genius. You got to listen to something, man. If you study what's going on in the system, you'll understand that Donald Trump has been the victim just like all the rest of us. What Donald Trump has done, he bought the government. Yes, he bought the government. And the reason why he bought the government is because he got firsthand on what was really going on in the system by being a victim himself. And that's what people don't understand. This is what's going on here. A lot of the things that you heard about, a lot of these outrageous cases, man, like with Bill Cosby or R. Kelly and some of these celebrities, a lot of things that they was tried and found guilty for was past the statute of limitation, which is within the laws of the guidelines. If you think back and play back in your head, I don't have things verbatim, but I'm gonna just give you some things that I do remember that didn't make sense. A lot of things in reference to Bill Cosby's case was him putting stuff in people's drink 20 years prior to him being indicted for the case. The statute of limitation was probably 3 years or something on it. Past 17 years past. But you went through a system, right? Within the laws are right here on the table. He had a lawyer, a good lawyer, that could not, that's going in front of a judge and going in front of appellate courts, going in front of the United States Supreme Court, all of these different channels before he finally got out. How could this happen, man? You got the state's attorney, right? You got the district attorney, federal attorney, the federal judge. You mean to tell me all these people bypassed all of this stuff and found you guilty? Which has nothing to do with the bedrock of the law. Think about that. Same thing with R. Kelly's case. R. Kelly might have been guilty of a lot of things, but a lot of things, the people that was testifying against him was complicit. The ones that did the movie, the Lifetime, these people had the audacity to make a movie saying that they were the ones who groomed Aaliyah. R. Kelly never said that. They said it. The girls said it. One of the girls also said on a bus ride one night, she walked past and seen fellatio between R. Kelly and Aaliyah when she was a little girl. Right. Which means that you were complicit because you seen him having sex with a minor. He never said it, but you said it. Why you didn't never call the police? Because that was child abuse. See, you never called the police. But not only that, you not only said it on the movie, you said it in front of the whole world. This is the law, man. What R. Kelly did was broke up with each one of those women, right? And while he was, doing business with them, he gave him a car and an apartment. And once he broke up with him, he went to the next one. There's nothing illegal about that. That's what you women doing now to men in the system. But for y'all to indict him like that. See, back to Donald Trump. See, we get bits and pieces of things. Nobody ever really know about anybody's case. We only going about what the media say. You found him guilty, okay, next. Okay, next. But we hear it. We don't know if there's anything wrong. Just figure you did it. You guilty. But when you did it to Donald Trump, see, that's his life. So he's sitting there, he's knowing detail for detail. His lawyers, they discussing stuff with each other. They know what the laws are. So when they said filing motions on Donald Trump's behalf and submitting them to the court, and the court shoot down the motion or deny the motion or suppress the motions, then what the hell is this? The federal district attorneys submit a motion or something, they get in front of the judge either he granted or either he denies it. But the judge is in cahoots and complicit as well. So we looking at it like, damn, what the hell's going on here? Okay, so then when they get to the next area, the next courts, they doing the same thing. You're going to the Attorney General, they doing the same thing. This is what Donald Trump's saying now about the bureaucratic system that we have. We're not living by our own constitutional rights, man. By our own constitution. We're not living by our own amendments. They're doing their own thing, man, to their favor, to their benefit. We're doing it the way we want it because we figure what you did wrong. We don't care if you did it 20 years ago. We own this now. We got this. We doing what we want to do. This is where the Democratic Party messed up at. And this is where you are wrong at, man. Because Democrats was not this kind of people. Everything you were saying about the Republicans, now this is who you are. And you supposed to be standing there representing, you was put in office for us to have fairness, to stop this racism, to stop this bias, to stop this prejudice. That's why we selected you. We feel comfortable having African Americans, black people in place. So we have a fair trial when we go through the system. You get up in the position and you start saying, we in here for this womanhood, this sisterhood. You beating down your own people worse than the rest of the other people. And in many cases, the racists use you against your own people. For whatever reason, they got something over on your head, which I'm going to do another video in a minute about that. But Donald Trump bought the government, man. He did, yes. Is it illegal? He did it. But there's a purpose why. See, we don't go back to the bedrock of what the United States is built on, man. Integrity, man. When you did it to him, you can't do it now. He's changing everything. He got his own cabinet members. He got the representatives. He got the judges. He got the Senate. He got the House. He got all of this, man. And this is, he got Hulk Hogan for so-and-so, so-and-so. He got such and such puppet. He got the Joker for Batman. Don't that tell you something? Don't that tell you something? See, if you think back on one of them Tyler Perry movies, man, that I think it was The Family Stays Together, Prays Together, something like that. I can't think of that movie. When the older white lady son, he really thought he took over the company or whatever. And they had a committee set up. But the committee that they had set up, it was like ghosts. They never ever showed up. They had to have votes. But over 20 years, those people never showed up. It was called the cavalry or something like that. That was the ace in the hole, the ace in the hole that the older white woman had. Always, just in case something ever goes wrong. But her son thought she was getting old and she was getting senile. So he tried to pull that card on her, take over the company and push her over, like pushing a nursing home kind of move. You know what I mean? Until it came up and he played that card and showed his hand. And so when they made the votes in, he said, well, you know, the cavalry don't never show. They never showed up in 20 years. She said, well, it's a good time for us to hear they vote now because they're here. And he said, well, where they at? And they came through, it was a bum. It was her friend, the black lady owned the restaurant. The cavalry was people that she set up to protect her, just in case. That was the ace in the hole that he never knew about. Y'all remember that movie? He said, what's the point with Donald Trump? That's what I'm trying to tell you. See, Hulk Hogan is a name to represent an image of a powerful person that we all can relate to in the wrestling arena. Everybody is a celebrity's name or some type of prestige or honor. But anybody with common sense knows this is just a figurehead. These people are, this is me. I'm running this position. You can't do this, you can't tell them what to do. Because you can't say that's what it is. You can be intelligent enough to look at it and say that's what it is. Look, a lot of y'all, like this Letitia James and all this stuff that y'all done did to people like to Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, and many others, man. Just so many. Some people we don't even know. Them just the celebrities. But this is just, for us to see what you did to them. We can imagine how many people in the federal joint now for the same kind of stuff, that sisterhood stuff, because he did this to my friend. He did this to his friend's sister. He did this to his wife. He divorced her. He don't want her no more. He cheated on her, whatever. A lot of people in jail now because of stuff like that. That's what the jail's for. You can't even put the real criminals in jail because you got people in jail on bullshit. So what I'm saying to you now, a lot of y'all, when y'all did that to Donald Trump, man, he got teams coming after y'all. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about, it ain't just no one team. It's people, it ain't coming at you like they're trying to physically harm you. They're coming at you legally. Because see, once they start digging that stuff up, once you did it to him, he let you know it's there in you. We just got to find it in you. because you did it to him, so he know he ain't the only victim. You done did it to quite a few other people, man. A lot of y'all done messed up really, really bad, man. Really, really bad.